Hello everyone, welcome to Chapter 6 of the Hades 2 playthrough. Here we are on night number 6. Last time we finally got past Cerberus and entered Tartarus, because it was the first time we actually tried to get past Cerberus due to Eris's absence. And we tinkered around there a little bit before allowing ourselves to die because Eris made another appearance in Tartarus. Don't want to get too far too fast. We also learned about the Path of Stars, improvements to Seleni's hex selections, and we received a curious invitation from Hermes, whom we met for the first time, to help the Olympians come on up to Mount Olympus, which is interesting. We spoke to Hecate about it during the boss battle with her. Hecate said, "Let's not talk about it now. Let's talk about it later." But she was not absent, or she was not present at the Crossroads, so we have not had an opportunity to follow up on that. So let's examine the Arcana cards here, see what more we can do to prepare for this next run. All right. I have 90 Psyche out of 120 to expand a lot more. Let's think we can go up and purchase the Psyche we need. Let's see if we have the money for that. The bones for that, I should say. Yeah. So we needed. Ugh, I forgot that quickly. Let's just let's just get a bunch. I've got 90. I needed 120. Okay,
Here are
so
the bones.
all right. Threw a bunch of bones at the broker. Got the psyche we need. Let's expand our grasp.
I should be able to increase my grasp.
Exactly, up to 20 total.
So that's it.
All right, I would need 140 for the next increase. So we can add 4 more card points or Arcana card points, and we have some ash to play with. I think the best thing to do is to try to unlock as many more as we can to really get a big sense of the board. This one requires 35 to unlock. This one 30 to unlock. So let's go ahead and unlock this one. The Boatman.
The boatman.
Vast riches lie hidden in the realm of the dead, but only a modest fee is needed to get in. This is obviously Karen. Okay, that opens up a 4 and a 3. What do we have here? That requires 35 to unlock, 35 to unlock, so not unlocking either of these at the moment, of course. So is there anything we can do here? I could sacrifice a 1 and bring my psyche, my grasp down to 15 and then fit in a 5. And that is what we're going to do because that would give us a couple of 1s, a couple of 2s, a 3, a 4, and then it would be a 5, which would unlock this one that we've had our eye on all along. Though I can't unlock that yet. Oh, I forgot. Well, you know what? We're just going to buy the ash necessary for that. Need 9 more. Yes, I understand that. Need 9 more ash. We're definitely not going to let that stand in the way. Okay, so, 15 bones for 1. Okay,
I'll take it.
that's fine. There we go. And now, so let's go ahead and unlock this one. But of course, we can't awaken it without first getting that 5, one of the 2 5s available to me. So here we go.
The centaur.
The centaur. Many of the greatest heroes mortalkind has to offer have in common his patient instruction. I think I remarked upon him before. Chiron, the centaur, Achilles' mentor, and many others. Okay, so before we talk about what that does, we got to choose. Well, no, it's going to be this 5, isn't it? Which is, or this one. Yeah, this is a nice one. Okay, this one's preferable. So I need 5 reach, or 5 grasp rather, to unlock this, and I've got 4. So I need to dispense with one of the 1s. This one, Omega moves faster, restoring health per location, or sprint faster. Let's get rid of this one. Okay, unselect this. Got 5 to play with, and now I'm going to open up the unseen. Upon their ancient oath in shadow they serve, and to shadow they return. This is another way of referring to the witches who do their thing down in the Crossroads. We've seen several references, heard several references to the unseen. And what this does is restore 6 magic every single second. So, with this activated, no need to worry about a magic regeneration boon. We've got it going on anyway. but it really makes it kind of tricky to pull off this one of attack and special up plus 30% while you have less than 100% magic, because I'm going to be constantly regenerating magic. So usually I would deactivate this when I have this active and choose something to replace it. But we don't have a full spread here. We don't have all the cards in our hand yet. So, if I use Omega abilities rapidly enough, this can still be in effect even with the regen. So we're going to activate this and watch what happens to the 0. Activate this, and the 0 automatically activates as well. Excellent. And what this does, finally, is I gain maximum increase, not restoration, max increase to health and magic for each 5 locations I pass through. So you just steadily get stronger and get more magic and more health, more and more and more and more as you progress. And this adds up. This adds up. So I quite like this one, which is why I've had my eye on it. Excellent. We're at full 20 grasp at the moment. Oh, check it out. The next time I improve it, it will only go up by 1, not by 2. Oof, diminishing returns. And okay, so we've done our business here.
The cards know.
The cards know. So the weapon with the Grave Thirst is Melinoë, the Sister Blade. So that's what we're going to use next.
This has grave thirst this eve.
And as a quick recap, we got this really fast attack and these pretty sweet special. Okay, and so for this run, we're going down again. I don't suppose this has changed. No.
These blasted wards.
So we're going down again, and I fully expect Eris to be there again in Tartarus. So let's see. The last thing to defeat me was a wretched thug, so I'm not going to equip this. I'm thinking we're still doing pretty okay. I like this weapon. I do well with this weapon. So I want to continue leveling the ones that are going to be the least beneficial to me, so I don't, in the long run, don't have to revisit them ever again. So let's continue with the Ghost Onion. I need 45 more encounters to rank it up to level 3, and then I can turn my back on it for good. So, oops, it's already equipped. All right, so we've got the daggers, got our Arcana cards. Now we're going to regenerating magic like crazy, and gaining steadily in health and magic as I go through the levels. All right, let's head down again, see what happens.
I was born for this. This is my path.
Believe it or not, you generally do not want to hammer first, even though it is by far the strongest of the upgrades, because if any palms of power you find while you have no boons are completely useless to you. So I usually like to have one solid boon that can benefit from the palms before I start encountering hammers. But so it goes. Okay. Apparently none of these are marked with the symbol indicating they would contribute toward fulfilling one of the minor prophecies. So let's see. Attack, attack, attack. That's kind of a shame because I don't really use my attack that much. Let's go with the more passive and easiest to play with, this one. Plus 20 power to all attacks. Okay. Still going to favor my specials. And do needs to use magic like crazy if I want to keep up. See how quickly it's regenerating there. Okay, so I'm just going to be tossing out lots of these.
Let's head this way this time.
Right. Not going to have a choice. Alright. Some nectar. And some silver. Okay, I need as much of that as I can get. Ooh, this is kind of a rough choice. Hestia or Hermes? In the interest of progressing plot, it may be that I need to meet with Hermes a few more times to find out what's going on upstairs in Olympus before before Eris will finally take her leave. Let's progress that and talk to Hermes some more. I'm regenerating too quickly now.
Lord Hermes.
Okay.
I know it's not an easy trip, or even possible for you right now heading all the way up here, but just imagine how hard it is for our family to swallow our pride and ask for aid. Things are that grim.
He's got a point. Okay. This is one I got before. I like to get it nice and early, just constant plus 20% to all gold found. So, and it gives me a little air thing. I forgot to check on what those are actually called. So, 120 right off the bat. Okay. Alright, magic improvements. Ash or Boons, definitely Ash. See how I got plus 3 and 3 there? See that little message or tooltip immediately upon entering the room? That was the centaur card taking effect and improving my maximum health and magicka by 3 each. The 5th room through which I passed. Ooh, ouch. Okay, I lost him in the confusion. Alright. Shop? Or, I've got some coin, but yeah, let's go. I don't actually have a boon improving any of my primary abilities yet. Hephaestus is I'm not wild about, and I haven't had the opportunity to say why yet. This might give me that opportunity.
Still rooted here, I see. Got you.
Again, not wild about my performance ever against that foe. Okay, let's see Hephaestus.
So you're a witch or something, I'm to understand. Then what do you need me for? Lay up that fancy magic of yours ain't all it's cracked up to be. My work, witchy, is reliable.
Kind of defensive and feisty, isn't he? Okay, cool. This, yeah, this gives me a chance to talk about this. His main attacks, his main theme is basically causing delayed or causing blasts, furnace explosion blasts that have a cooldown period. And they're pretty big. I mean, look at this. The epic version is the special, does a big area of effect, 500 damage, and then does nothing for the next 9 seconds. 10 seconds before it regenerates. And I don't like that, and I know a lot of people dislike that as well. Same thing on the attacks. Attacks 400 damage, 10-second regen. It's just not a constant stream of benefits. And I guess if you're really good at timing it, it's really nice, but a lot of people are just kind of irritated by this, and including me. Even the cast here. It basically, in the circle of cast, there's a hammer that slams down 3 times to foes doing it, but they have to stay in the circle to be hurt. Regular foes are trapped in the circle, but the big ones are not, and those are the ones you really need extra damage on. It's just, I'm not wild about his boons, but I have to choose something here. Given that I'm mostly relying on my specials and only breaking out the attacks here and there, I think it's better to have this on the attack, because by the time I use it again, chances are the cooldown will have finished. So let's get it on the attack. Okay, what can we see here?
The ever-restless shades of Erebus find little peace there, save for the prickly embrace of the gnarled branches of those writhing woods.
Am I fighting the spirits or the woods?
Again, as I commented last video, I could have sworn Homer has said that already. Maybe it was on one of the videos I had to redo because of technical issues. That's a little worrisome. I don't want there to be problems that might have crept into the dialogue sequencing algorithms caused by some things I had to do. Hopefully that's not the case, but please do let me know if I'm imagining things or not. The little sparkle you see here is the indication that the Hephaestus attack is primed and ready to go. All right. I'll use it. See? Pretty big, but then nothing for 10 seconds. I can certainly keep using my attack if I want, but it won't have that effect. But then when it happens, it's nice. So, you know, I'm not saying it's nothing. Oops, I forgot about using magic. Alright, well, of course, I have to choose this one. So, okay, the blast goes down to 8. If you can get the blast down to something reasonable, well, it becomes a different story. But it takes a fair amount of investment for that to happen. So down 2 seconds, okay, no,
Feeling fine.
no quarrels here. Let's compel this shade.
Let's get you someplace safe.
Need all the psyche I can get. It's annoyingly slow.
See you in the crossroads.
30 psyche, and looks like we're okay. Boons or Arachne. Yep. Let's. I'm all about progressing dialogues.
Blue and black and burgundy, silk of every color.
Okay, we've heard her say this before, so I'm not gonna sit around and wait.
Cocoons for you.
Oh, and I can give her a gift. Excellent. As I've said, I like. It's good to give gifts to these NPCs because you're not guaranteed to run into them every run. So jump on that.
Each time I pass through Erebus, it's comforting to know I may run into you along the way. Here's something for your lovely lair.
Oh, why, this is very sweet. It should attract a host of flies, I think. So thank you very, very much. Now, won't you please take this? It's only fair.
Okay.
Arachne, this is beautiful.
Silken Sash. Okay, that is the keepsake from her. Got a Book of Shadows entry for her. A talented and solitary weaver cursed by the gods. You do not fear her, and for that reason alone, she liked you from the start. She has made a home of sorts in Erebus, where the living are no longer a threat to her, and where she can pursue perfection in peace. Very good. And now I still have to talk to her. I usually do it in the opposite order.
Saw you get into a scuffle with the great big witch. Why are you fighting? I thought you were on the same side. Oh, I can hardly keep up with everything lately.
Headmistress and I aren't really fighting. Well, no, I suppose we are, except it isn't born of anger or misunderstanding. It's just her way of making certain I'm prepared.
Huh. Well, look, you show her for me the next chance you get, won't you, my friend? And no pressure, but I might be watching just in case. I won't get underfoot, I promise.
All right. So I believe we definitely have seen this one before. Don't remember if we've seen this one before. 20. Her dress that gives you 20 armor, and I think we have casts plus 100% damage. This one is new. It's only 10 extra armor, but 5 gold each and every location. Kind of like that one. It's not going to last very long if I'm at all clumsy, but yeah, let's get it.
Coming right up.
I like the gold color. Very nice. Got some moly here,
Tucked away.
and a number of special cocoons here. Oh,
She
yep.
says this is okay.
Cool. Ooh, all right. Selene or magic. Well, that is not enough choice. 6 gold.
Won't you?
And that's being
My incantation must have led me to this place.
excellent. The reason I got 6 gold is because I have Hermes' boon that increases every bit of gold I find. So including this one. So the 5 I get from the dress becomes 6. Sweet. And this is the place of peace, the tranquil glen I just opened up in the last incantation, or one of the last incantations. That a room you occasionally run into. Empty of enemies, got some healing pool, and you also get the reward promised by the door. So let's start here.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
If the might of Olympus were sufficient, the gods would have already put an end to their predicament. Time itself is against us, yet this is precisely the time for which we Silver Sisters have prepared.
Right on. Okay. So again, this is my favorite, Wolf Howl up here. This one I dislike pretty healthily. This one is all right. Just to show you something different, let's go ahead and get this one. It's ready after 90 magic, which is used, which is quite a lot, but I've got that regen going, so sweet. And it basically calls down a big meteor or something that blasts a large target area for a 1,000 damage, but only 4 seconds after you trigger it. So it's delayed, and you got to predict where enemies are going to be or root them in place. Or it's still pretty tough. Not my favorite, but let's see what the Path of Stars might do to enhance it if we get lucky enough to get some.
Total eclipse.
Okay. I can show you what it looks like here, at least. 4 seconds. Boom. Nice. Nice little impact crater. Alright, and then I get to heal some up.
Not thirsty, but hey.
So, all in all, a very nice room to have. Poseidon or a heart? Poseidon for sure. 6 gold. Thank you, Arachne. There's another 3. Another 3 magic and health improvement, thanks to the new Arcana card. Okay, let's throw it down right here. Try and lure enemies into it. Cool. The problem with that is what I'm doing is that this Omega attack, or the Omega cast, isn't really the most effective thing in many situations. So having to use it a lot to keep my mana, my magic down is not, sometimes you can get carried away with it. And it can actually hurt you in battle.
Perish.
There goes Hephaestus' boon. Cool.
He's back.
Please, you needn't be a witch to see your family's in dire straits right now. You needn't be a witch at all if you ask me. I'd choose another way of life if I were you.
Oh, he's good for a chuckle. Okay. Well, this is yeah, not really in search of greater magic regeneration. Here's the one I quite like. Boons, you get a 25% chance of finding a copy. Yeah, let's get that. Or rather, not boons. Room rewards other than boons, hammers, or resources. Cool.
They'll drown.
Alright, need a lot of ash, but I always prefer to get the rarer thing unless an urgent need.
That's one of Lord Charon's wells. Splinter apart.
Okay, so this is our first look at one of the wells of Charon, which we just raised according to the one of the most recent incantations. They're like mini shops, so we can go here and see
What do we have in here?
what's in the well. Okay, so some minor healing, 38 bones, just boom, or for 8 encounters, a 20% move increase. Pretty cheap, but usually, especially in these early runs, I like to get stuff that I'm going to be able to take back home. So 38 boons, given that I cannot take the coins back home, gonna get that.
Couldn't hurt.
Okay. And yeah, let's go shopping again. This is the room before Hecate. I've already given him a gift once, not going to do it again until I've given everyone a gift once.
Salutations. Lord Charon, Moros returned. He's joined us at the Crossroads. Now we've no fewer than 3 mighty sons of Nyx within our ranks. Granted, one's always fast asleep.
Why only the sons of Nyx? Nemesis, I would say, is absolutely mighty, but okay.
Forgive me, I must not have understood. Hypnosis of greater use this way.
That's an interesting comment. Cryptic, so maybe he's asleep for good reason. Very interesting. Okay, also interesting is the selection here. This is our first time looking at a random boon. It's much cheaper, only 125, but you don't know from whom it comes. So, yeah, I've got so few boons here, why not? Okay. Not my favorite cast. I don't like a one-time hit cast. Don't need regen, so this is good. It primes magic, but I'm regenerating it so quickly that I don't need to worry about that. And as I've remarked upon before, any enemy is struck with an area effect damage of 40 as they start to hit you. So kind of a preemptive defense or proactive defense, something. Let's get it. And this is some armor. 40 gold for 20 armor, and the cool thing is it extends the life of the dress. So the dress, which has 7 armor left, will now have 27, and its effect of extra gold stays in existence until the new amount of armor is exhausted. So if you can keep adding more and more and more armor, the effect continues and remains longer and longer and longer, which is pretty nice, in addition to the benefits of the armor itself.
Shielded up.
Boom. 27 there. Alright, on to Hecate.
Not even a scratch. Hermes urged me to address a certain matter with you here. However, my view is you are unprepared for the surface as of yet.
Whoa, I can't even go to the surface. What is this? And why wasn't she willing to discuss this last time? I'm grumpy. She didn't want to talk about it then.
Meaning you won't lift the wards barring the path to the surface. What if I remove them myself? I've seen how you do it.
So that's what those wards are. The path going up, opposite of the path down to the underworld, actually leads up to the surface. Alright.
Then you'll be more prepared than you are now. Till then, remember your objective lies below, past me.
Awesome.
Permeation of witching wards.
Okay, so no time to examine that now, but I just learned a new incantation, which doesn't take a genius to figure out, is intended to remove the wards guarding the upper exits. And we can see what the requirements are when we return. Keep forgetting about Hephaestus that I need to use every 8 seconds now. Like that. I gotta say, I don't know. Maybe it gets a bad rap, because if you can use it the way I'm using, it's like a free massive bonus every few seconds. But I still need to get a boon for my special though. Okay, I'm waiting to use my Whoop-Pow or my Hex. I'll try it out, but who knows if she's going to be standing there. Keep her there, keep her there. Okay, 7 suffrage for it though. Good. Comes the curse. Ugh. Yeah, oh dear. Oh, that went all of my armor. Darn it. After that whole spiel I gave you about keeping the greater armor, I didn't realize I was taking that much damage. Wow, okay. So much for the armor, which means so much for the dress, and so much for the bonus gold, but got a little out of it. Oh, got one more. Nice.
Stand down. You have grown physically quite strong, but spiritually more is to be done. The altar of ashes. There is an incantation that may make your nightly meditations at it better spent.
Okay.
The consecration of ashes.
Right.
The fire-stepping princess stands alone.
Okay, so 2 new incantations just learned out of nowhere. This latest one apparently is going to enhance the effectiveness of the Altar of Ashes. That's cool. The constant reference, well, this may be the first, but the frequent references to her being fire stepping. You might see her feet here glowing red, just like her brother Zagreus. She has feet of flame and is not harmed by treading on most flames, most fire. And she leaves little flaming footsteps. Okay, here's some cinder.
Good find.
Nothing else going on. Down to Oceanus. There's the ghost onion doing its thing, restoring all that health. Kind of a shame. I mean, you've got this pool sitting right here. It's one of the reasons I don't like the ghost onion very much. Wasted. Okay, I can examine something.
Far below, down in the deepest reaches of the underworld, awaits the ancient foe of saffron-veiled goddess Melinoë.
Saffron veiled.
You'll help me find him.
Okay.
Into the depths.
Okay, got another 3 and
There's
3.
that rancid scent. The peerless work of Master Daedalus.
So I guess Master Daedalus helped construct all these tunnels and shafts and whatnot. You can see how they're gearing up to strike. Watch, and that wave strikes them as they do so. That's Hephaestus's, Poseidon's boon doing its thing. Double bones. And an Eris, I think? Whatever's down there. Okay, this is our first look at a plot of soil that I can use the silver spade on. So let's dig.
Cattail seeds.
Cattail seeds. Okay. New greenery. They will grow into spindly plants. They grow in fur-like tufts, wafting in the winds to distant shores. All the way down here, seemingly. Okay, ooh, fun, Demeter. Let's get a nice special or cast boon, please. Oh gosh, that's such a small area.
Some sort of gateway on the ground.
Oh boy. Cool.
It's done.
With style. Alright, what did I learn about? Wet whispers. Okay. There are such souls as vanish to the bottom of the deep and choose there to remain. The darkness and the pressure have a certain allure. Thus situated, they wish never to be near light nor life again. Okay. Or life. Good. Alright. Cool. So, something interesting's coming up next. Let's first talk to Demeter.
Your recent descent took you deeper than my deepest roots, close to where the Titan Chronos now resides, and holds your mother captive with the rest. Is there no way to inform us of what happened?
So, okay, well, 2 things here. Firstly, alright, she's saying that they are held captive there. Captive, not somewhere else, but there, apparently. Interesting. And so and the second thing is she can see clearly or dimly see where I am or where I have been, but they can't communicate with me. These are one-way communicators, and so there's no way for me to communicate back. And it's the first game makes it a little clearer what's going on there. They kind of can dimly send their power down below and get a sense of where I am. I being Melinoë or Zagreus in the first game, but that's it. Okay. All right, cool. I asked for this or the special, and I've got this. The cast doing freeze now. Excellent. Oh my, what is this? Some kind of gateway, as she remarked earlier. Some mystical sound effects going on. To descend costs 17 health. Not a small amount, given my total. But let's check it out.
It wants some of my life essence before letting me in. Fine, it's only blood. Where in the...
Chaos. So I'm in the realm of chaos. Floating platforms look like void all around. Strange growths.
Who in the...
Some weird looking symbol here. Something new. Okay. Fans and players of the first game know exactly who this is and what's going on, but let's take a look right now.
What sort of boon is this in such a place? Well, in the name of Hades, Olympus, are you there?
Olympus cannot hear you, spawn of Hades, but I can. And I have for you a proposition. Assist with a quandary of mine and benefit. Your response.
Okay, look at this individual. Holding a head that's sprouting a baby from its tongue, spinal column descending, dressed elegantly otherwise, but with a void between the folds of its robe, a face on their shoulder. What is this?
Almighty Chaos. I'm honored to make your acquaintance. What sort of quandary would concern the origin of all existence? And how do I fit in?
Time shall tell. But at present I have inferred that your response in essence was affirmative. Thus may our newly formed arrangement prove most interesting. Accept my mark and go. And later I shall open the abyss for you again.
Okay, so this is Chaos, the primordial originator, rather succinctly summarized in Melinoë's last comment, but the origin of everything, the universe, time, all the entities within it. Nyx is a direct descendant, I guess a one generation descendant from Chaos. Can assume whatever form they want, use the pronouns they, them, either because they are many entities in one or because they're non-binary, take your pick, or both. And all powerful, almighty, and yet kind of out of touch with the creations that they have made. You can see here they have inferred that my response was affirmative. Chaos has difficulty with grammar and with language, isn't quite sure what to make of it. Speaks rather formally as well. Zagreus got to know Chaos quite well in the first game, so here they are again. All right, accept their mark and go, and later they shall open the abyss for me again. Still don't know exactly what they want our help with. I love the music here. It's very somehow peaceful and yet ominous at the same time. I love it. Okay. Right, so like everything else, well, first flavor, Boons of Chaos, the darkness from which all existence emerged yet remains. A choice of 3, but theirs come with a price, okay? So there's a reward, generally quite powerful. For example, this one, after the penalty or the price is paid, your casts are all plus 48% damage, but in order to get the benefit, you have to pay the price or suffer the, I can't remember the exact term at the moment, suffer the payment or whatever. Ordinary chasm, the next 2 boons you find are limited to common. So after finding 2 boons, boom, this comes into effect. This one, for the next 5 encounters, whenever you use magic, you prime that and can't be regenerated until the next location. But if you can endure that, bam, you're using minus 25% magic from that point forward for the rest of the night. And these also have the common, rare, epic quality. And this first one is epic. For the next 5 locations, the reward is hidden. You don't know what you're going to get. Can't make informed choices. But the reward is you start regenerating a ton of magic every second. which in other circumstances it would be amazing, but I don't really need it. I don't need it. I'm already regenerating. And so similarly here, so I think I'm going to get this. The next 2 boons are going to be common. Then I'm going to be dealing more damage with my cast. Okay, ordinary, chasm. Let's do it.
There. We'll just have to live with the side effect for now.
Okay. Very nice. And just to see, it shows up here. Down here. It shows up here just like your hex does, so you can review it if you forget. So it's not going to damage me in battle. Some of them can be quite stiff, like each time you use a special attack, you lose 2 health, or something like that, or slowing you by minus 40%. They can be quite harsh in battle. This one is not going to affect me in battle at all, so nothing to keep in mind in the next few encounters, which is fortunate, because it looks like I've got... why is this here? Okay. It looks like I've got a mini-boss to contend with next. Ah, yes, okay. This is a mini-boss with Demeter, mini-boss with Poseidon, but this one is one of the mini-bosses I have not yet encountered, to check off from the fated list of minor prophecies, which says I shall encounter and I think overcome. I can't remember each of the wardens, the mini-bosses in the game, in the region. So normally I would jump at Demeter, but I like to check off the minor prophecies list and follow that quest approach as much as possible. So we're going to do this instead. Oh, right.
Why are you glaring at me like that, little one?
Oh, good.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It's the tiny...
Have I offended in some way?
The tiny vermin. This is a boss, a mini boss from the first game. Basically, a rat of extreme power. And it does a fair amount of damage. Surrounded by these little urns here that you can see, which are enemies from the first game. Basically, throw out landmines. I'm gonna slip in an attack and get Hephaestus' boon out, but this thing does a nasty amount of damage. Look at its title up there and the hit bar. Uh-oh. It's so small, it's kind of difficult to land a ranged attack on it, even if you weren't inordinately bad at targeting as I am. Unlike other adds, other summoned enemies, and other bosses or mini-bosses, these keep respawning, so I'm not really trying to kill them. I just have to tolerate them until I defeat the little one, the warden.
Terrifying.
Zagreus had trouble with it as well, and it was funny back then too. All right, so we've defeated that warden and can check that off the minor list of the fated list of minor prophecies. Okay.
Hear me on my authority.
So normally these would be at rare or higher because it was an elevated boon found with a mini boss, a warden. But because of Chaos's penalty, they're limited to regular boons. All right, but this is a nice one. Okay, I'll take this on the special. Knock foes away, do the splash, damage, all that stuff. Cool. So just magic, huh? That's okay.
My keepsake's out.
All right, Ghost Onion is done now. What hurt me? Double ash or double bone. And here's another well of Charon. So this is something you do have to look around the map for. There's no ding that alerts you to the presence of this. So what do we have? Okay, this for the next 4 encounters, I'll restore 50% of health lost after the battle. Okay. After you use magic, restore it over 3 seconds, up to a total of 500. Or moving faster. Not terribly enthused about any of those. Alright, let's go down and get double ash.
Serpents. Mine.
There we go. Poseidon finally making that boon show up. Another 10 ash. I don't know why I refer to that as non-countable. 10 ashes. Okay, so I could either just take this and do it, and I probably will because I have that boon from Hermes that improves gold, but maybe there's a boon or hammer lying behind here, so check it out.
See what's here.
I say I'm kind of liking the Hephaestus boon after all the disparaging I did of it. In a setup like this, where I'm relying on other attacks, that's kind of a nice one to have to pull out as a
All done.
little backup and slams down a ton of damage. Alright, magic, nah. Let's do the gold. What did I learn about? I already had this one, I think, didn't I? Perhaps that was in a... Could have sworn I already had the entry for Sea Serpent. Okay, if not. Serpents of the Sea, bane of sailors and voyagers. You know the tales. The truth, as often is the case, is much less dignified, so be warned. Okay. Nice. So a free extra 120 gold. Lovely. And some limestone. Okay, let's go shopping. I think Scylla's going to be after this room. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, let's get Demeter for sure.
To be reduced to picking through such meager offerings. You ought to have lived here in the glory of Olympus, where everything that you desire is at hand. For the most part.
She continues to pine for her daughter, who even before Chronos struck, is living in the underworld away from her, which she dislikes. Okay, this is one I quite like, except rather late in the game for it. Not using this one. And, okay, yep, I need a sprint boon, let's do it. And this should allow Chaos's boon to gain its full effect.
Something changed about my Chaos boon.
Cool. So the penalty is removed. I may now receive rare or higher boons again. And its positive effect comes into place, and it now jumps up among the ordinary boons, ordinary list of boons. The cast I have deals plus 48% damage. Nice. Let's go ahead and buy the bones too. I need these, and yeah, unlike the other things, I can take them with me when I go.
I can use this.
Excellent. All right, here we go with Scylla again.
Lady? So tell me, lady, how is it that you seem to know our tricks? Other than the part where we keep playing the same act. Usually it slays.
The great tactician Odysseus says hello. Told me all about you. You claim you never let anybody get away. Though I understand, all but 6 of his hapless men got well away from you.
Odysseus. Oh, he's still on the hook. Big fish like that just takes a while to reel in, as he might say. Our song must still be bouncing around in his pretty little head. And now for yours.
This is the song I like again, more than the other one. Wow. Oh dear. I'm almost dead.
Come on, Judy.
Show's over.
I'm not quite sure how I did so badly there. How I got so low. Interesting. Okay. What? What? I don't get to disappoint the fan? Ugh. Sometimes if Melinoë is in the middle of a comment and you trigger another comment, just minor ones, the second one will be overridden and won't come out. I think that's what happened there. Too bad. Ah, yes. I haven't got the fishing rod yet. Okay.
Within a green-tinged chamber that the shrilly singing sirens made their own, a pathway plunges deep into the unknown outskirts of the underworld.
Kind of feel like that should have been present the first time I passed through here.
So this is Skiller's little lair, huh?
My little muttered comment earlier was on this little splashing circle. You may have seen this in a number of pools of water all along these videos. This is where a fish is waiting, but that is something for which I need the rod of fishing, another of the tools. I think the only one I haven't unlocked yet. So I was just startled momentarily by the tool tip that came up, or the command that came up. All right, down we go.
It's so... Ugh.
Yes, it is.
This horrid feeling, just a trick of the mind.
Alright. So, Aphrodite and a palm.
A path of golden petals shall guide you.
Alright, where's the tree? You're supposed to follow it. Is that it? Yes. No, that's the exit tree. One of the two. Okay.
It's sealed in. Point secured.
Tempting to take this back down the second, but no, I think I'm gonna erase the cast.
One more left.
How about two?
Love when that happens, when a palm gets affected by it. Oh, that's just fantastic. Alright, well, let's pump this up too. Get my sprint boon up.
One more.
Cool. Oh, there's the tree. So, okay, I got a minor one and the room reward.
Ashes.
Oh, well, that was a waste. Cool. Been hanging on to it all the time. Alright, what did I learn? Bloodshades. Okay, mortals often wonder what they did to deserve their fate, not just in life, but for eons afterward. Most eventually come to an understanding. Those that do not generally fare worse, manifesting their indignation and spite in a callous form. Okay, these are the ones that roar after you, charging with a little energy burst ahead.
This family's not so good at letting go, is it? After eons of prosperity, all that we've built together threatens to come crashing down, all because of a little bad blood.
So now we know what her reference is to a family matter. Bad blood are. She's referring to the fact that Chronos is literally related to all of them and to me. Okay, here's the magic regen. No, thank you. Greater attacks, but priming. Yeah, I like this one. Let's do this one. Flat out 7% damage across the board to every ability I have. Bam. Doubled to 14 if I'm quite healthy. Cool.
Think I can finally go.
Alright. Got a choice here. Mini boss with Demeter, and this is a mini boss I haven't yet encountered. So in my mind, that immediately seals the deal. I want to get all of these as quickly as I can to check off those prophecies. All right, so it's not going to be the Spectre or whatever that thing was. Oh, it's Queen Lamia. I thought I'd already encountered this. Ay, ay, ay. I walked through the miasma. I could have sworn I'd already defeated her. Oh well. Defeated her earlier in these playthroughs. Oh, she slithered out of the way. Really? Bummer.
Those fiends.
Alright, well, whether I had encountered her properly or not, she should be checked off the list now.
In you go.
Glass rock here.
Granddaughter, Poseidon here has been regaling me about the time his seas drank half the land. Ah, such a flood that was. Perhaps our strengths can be combined again.
Oh, there's no perhaps about it, Demeter. We'll weather this storm yet. I just as soon whip up another great big flood for old time's sake. It's just too many mortals these days.
So this is their duo boon. Alright, not wildly enthusiastic about either of these, so why not? Your boons in the leftmost column, that means these, your primary boons, gain 8 levels spread out across however many you have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that means each one is going to gain plus 2 levels. Natural selection, very good. So you can see this is now level 4, down to 6 seconds for the regen. Very nice. This is level 3, level 4, level 4. Cool. And looks like we're going to go talk to Echo again. Nice.
Echo, is that you?
I like how the music doesn't start up until you find her.
Is that you? Is that you? Is that you?
Yes, it is I.
It's me, all right, Echo. I don't know how come you've been assisting me, but I'm a long way from home and could use all the help I can get going farther.
Help going farther, going farther, going farther.
Okay. So this one we saw last time. Only last time it was that hammer, which was quite nice. This time I could get another Demeter boon. Plus 50% dodge. That loses 2% each time you do dodge. And gain 50%. Yeah, all this. I'm not a fan of those that lose power gradually. Again, I'm a simple man. I don't like keeping track of all that. I just want something that occurs and stays with me. So definitely going to get another Demeter boon.
See you next time.
Next time, next time, next time.
I can salute her.
Be at peace.
Be at peace, at peace, at peace.
Okay.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Accept this message, this message, this message.
She echoed that too. Okay, freeze longer or casts plus a gust. Let's get this one. Something up here. Well, looky here. Yeah, okay, nice. But woof, a hammer, a path of stars. Yeah, definitely. Kind of hurting for health though.
Shades there.
There's the bow. That didn't help.
Show me the way.
I feel like they've upped the range and the suction power of that ability. It never used to give me that much trouble before. That was really not worth much. That's not a wise battle to pick.
Into the purse.
Ooh,
And another.
cool. I'll take it. So I got a couple things going on here. Let's get the most powerful first, so I can use it immediately. Gonna play more cautiously than usual.
Acceptable.
Okay. Alright. So one of these affects my attacks, not wild. Okay, either plus 15 power to the special and wider area, or plus 20% damage and the Omega fires plus 3. Well, I am using that Omega a whole lot. Normally I go with this one, but let's try this one this time.
The keenest blades of all.
Oh, prophecy foretold. Alright, something new added to the list. I think I need help. So she got 7. Oh gosh. Oh, this is gonna be fun. 7 of those knives coming out now. I'm not getting close enough, even though, you know, I know I should be using Hephaestus's attack. I'm just nervous about getting that close with only 7 health points. This is very welcome. Would have loved to see the sea star occur there, but no such luck. Get another one. Alright. Alright, so first look at the Path of Stars for this boon.
Manifest your desire.
Okay, this one is laid out identically to the last one. 2 main paths, 1 blue per side, and then 1 purple. So this one, here's the reminder of the damage of the main effect. Okay, so this, whenever you enter a location, it starts 40% charged. Cool, don't have to build from nothing. Or after you use the hex, you start dealing plus 5% damage with all your powers. Very cool. Other ones include plus 100 power to the hex, and the same. 20% larger area, which is really nice given that you know, you have to predict where enemies are going to be. This makes it a little easier to do that, or a little easier to land the big meteor. Another plus 5%, plus 5, plus 5, a lot of those. Okay, power. Larger area, charged up, and power. Okay, so the rare ones are, after using your hex, foes in the target area take plus 30% damage. So even before it lands, while it's gearing up, there's 4 seconds to land, anyone in that area is taking more damage from you. They're soft, I guess. This one, oh, I like this one. The hex also creates 3 smaller blasts after just 0.5 seconds. So immediately do damage. You don't have to wait for the big bang. And they each deal 100. Okay. And then the big purple one, whenever you use your hex, you gain plus 50 armor until the blast. So, and plus 50 to the magic regen, however. So that means you're kind of protected each time you use it until the blast comes down. Interesting. I think of these 2, I'm going to take the bottom route, also because it has all this larger area going on with it. So let's start here. More damage, larger area, 3 smaller blasts, and then work our way towards the purple and get plus starting at 40% charge. Nice. Oh!
I think I'm finished here.
Yes.
Thank you, Poseidon. This one only has 3 because it's, again, only the first Path of Stars benefits from whatever the phase of the moon is that might affect it. But it's enough. It's enough. I could, let's see, power or damage. Honestly, this one is the better call for long term. Oh, sorry, I gotta get this one first. Okay, more damage. More damage. And then, yep, the armor until the blast hits. Cool. Alright. And we got another small reward waiting over here before we leave, thanks to the bow that shows us it's here. Cool. And let's just, okay, so we got a Hephaestus boon, or, okay, I think Cerberus might be next. So let's go up here, because again, I'm not wild about Hephaestus's boons. Let's see if we can get something nicer, or something to take home after. Okay. Well, healing, that's going to be nice. Love that. 37 health points. I'll need that against Cerberus. But first, let's get more Poseidon.
In the name of Hades.
Alright. These all affect Omega moves. Magic regen. +5 magic on the Omega boons, but that's fine because I'm regenerating them, and they also do wave damage. This one is new. Slippery Slip. Every splash effect you cause against an enemy also inflicts the Froth Curse and improves the damage of Froth. And what Froth is that when hit, the afflicted foes have a 25% chance to take 60 additional damage. Yeah, let's go with this one. Why not? Okay. Heal up a little bit. Very welcome. This one, yeah, sure. Don't know how much further I'm going, whether or not Eris is going to be there. So let's just spend it. And remember, I need to spend 1,000 gold coins in order to get my next rewards card from Charon. So more spending is good. And that improved my sprint. Frigid Rush. Yeah, to level 5. Nice. Okay. Off to face the good boy again.
Until we meet again. Is he gone?
Oh my gosh.
We're going to fix this.
That was a slap. Oh.
Getting started. You get out of here.
His rage dispelled and his true form revealed, infernal watchdog Cerberus regards the underworld princess with but the faintest glint of recognition in his 6 terrible eyes.
The faintest glint is still a glint. Okay.
Now calm yourself. It's only me. You're safe now. You're all right.
Okay, handled him pretty well that time, I think.
Got it.
And another tier. Oh, got another point of interest.
Even the doleful residents of the Mourning Fields would rather languish longer there than plummet deeper into the abyss, where only the most wretched shades reside.
Only the most wretched serving Chronos.
So in the hierarchy of the underworld, this is from the first game, the 3 levels of the underworld are Tartarus, the deepest, then Asphodel in the middle, and then Elysium on the top, and the bottom is where all the worst people, all the worst shades go to languish. So it's interesting that the first realm you encounter in the first game, right out of the gate, is where all the most awful people are. But in this, it's the final realm you reach because you're going down instead of up. So you're the deeper you penetrate, the more awful the souls imprisoned there are or were until Chronos took effect.
Finally out of here. So much dust.
Okay. Good. Nothing to examine here. Let's use the pool. Still can't use this. We have to recite the incantation at the cauldron for that to become active. So down we go.
Unseal. Not much farther now.
Trouble?
Hello, Eris.
Drat. I actually forgot about her.
You don't look so happy to see me, babe. And I haven't even done anything yet. Death to Chronos!
This again.
I love that sing-song in her voice. Death to Chronos. Alright, so there she is again. But you know what I'm going to do this time?
These always come in handy.
300 bones is nice. Just like last time, I've already spent one run just peeking into the realm in question. This time, I'm going to take you all the way to the boss, to Chronos himself, you might have guessed. But I'm not going to try to defeat him. Going to let him kill me, going to trigger some of the dialogues that result from that, from defeat at his hands. So you at least get to see what he looks like. I'm at least giving you something new in these videos, even the ones I intentionally sabotage. Okay? If I'm able to get to him, of course.
It worked.
This place was once my tomb. Shall it be yours?
These are all the satyrs I talked about last time. Different varieties, some warriors, those Hierophants, the wizards. Looks like it's just warriors remaining right now. The Hierophants are annoying because they summon little rats that are, annoying. Okay. Right.
More and more foes the longer I stay.
Each room you choose each room you encounter has more and more enemies, and I mentioned that before. That's a reason why you might want to take the direct route following the Roman numerals. But look what we've got here. Get ready.
It can't be. Cerberus.
Another tormentor come to break me, or to try. And such a frail one at that. Has the Titan Lord a lack for decent help?
Are you the master of this beast?
The master of this beast? Well, if I'm to be remembered, I could think of far worse ways than that. Though this beast has yet to so much as snarl at you.
Lord Hades, you're my father. I'm Melinoë. I'm your daughter.
Drama.
My daughter, Melinoë. Merciful fates. You cannot be here. He shall find you. He'll find you and...
I'll slay him where he stands. Where is he?
He's in my blasted house. Where you were meant to be, and I. Look at me, daughter. I cannot confront him on my own. What do you expect shall happen?
I expect he'll underestimate me. Father, let me free you from these bonds.
No. No, that would bring greater ruin, nothing more. Now get out of this place. Then let me lend to you what strength I still possess.
Okay. So that is Melinoë's father, Hades, namesake of the game, in manacles and shackles and chains down in Tartarus where he once ruled. Okay, so he's there. Cerberus is there too, except when he's cast back out into the fields above. So he's kept here, he's imprisoned. We'll take a look at this room in a moment, but he still has power enough to lend you some of his divine influence, which translates into a boon. So like all the other NPCs, he's going to give you a boon. So, Boons of Hades. His is an infernal strength flowing from darkest depths. Okay. Last gasp. His boons are typically quite potent. You deal more damage based on how many times you've used a Death Defiance. So when I die once and use my Death Defiance, bam, plus 8% damage. If I happen to get a second or third Death Defiance, each time it's more. Okay. This one, an old grudge. When you confront Chronos, after the first 3 seconds, he takes a burst of damage. Bam, minus 20%. That's a healthy chunk. And this one, life tax. Up to a total of 125, you can restore 1% of the damage that you deal to enemies. You can heal it for yourself. So basically like a vampiric effect until you reach 125 restored. Given that I'm not trying to kill Chronos now, I'm going to die at his hands, but I do want to reach him. This one is probably the best call right now.
I'll be back for you.
Don't be a fool.
Okay. Look at his glowing fiery feet, just like his children. Let's salute him.
In shadow I serve.
To shadow you return.
Okay, so he's familiar with the witches, at least, in their phrases. So here he is. His beard is this distinctive shape that serves as a symbol for the game and for the House of Hades, though he's in pretty ragged shape. We've got Cerberus here.
The infernal beast that wrought such terror in the morning fields now sits there calmly and expectantly, not for the princess of the underworld, but someone else.
Okay, I can try to pet him with the exclamation or the question mark.
Stay back. Got it.
Oh, thank you. Zagreus always knew in the first game which head to pet. Only one of them, the rightmost one, I believe. Or was it the middle one? Or the left one? I can't even remember now. Only one of them is amenable to being pet. The other ones were having none of it. And I guess Melinoë doesn't know. Or he's just not in the mood for petting in the first place. Keen-eyed players of the first game will notice this large rock, this boulder, behind Cerberus and the stairway going up. This was the room in which Sisyphus was imprisoned in the first game. The one who has to endlessly push the rock up the slope only to have it roll down atop him for all eternity. This is the boulder that he pushed, that he was forced to push, and I guess Chronos' sense of humor felt like it would be fun to put Hades in the exact same spot. Cool. All right, well that was momentous. Very nice. You can see the gears of the underworld turning under this glass. So let's move on. Pretty sweet.
Who first? One remains.
Alright, so the ones that are marked with a Roman numeral, they have no reward. Your reward is just getting closer to Chronos himself. So as to explore more things and have more fun, we're going to avoid the direct path and go for the goodies. smaller blasts coming down in the area. I'm not sticking around just for you to see clearly, sorry, but what's happening?
That was for 4.
So that was the enemy who slew me in my last run, so she always has kind of words for that enemy whenever you defeat the one who killed you. Okay, so like before, this is a triple strength palm. Okay, I can get the special from 3 to 6. Well, that's the effect, the power I'm using the most. The cast, the additional cast damage from 1 to 4, or this from 1 to 4. Yeah, let's go for 3 to 6 here. Get that splash damage up. Okay.
3 chambers still to go.
I've got some marble here. Alright, this is a mini-boss, one of the ones we have yet to defeat, because it's marked with that. Alright, let's go and get it. I think there can be wells, can't there? Yeah, there we go. There's a well of Charon.
I do have gold to spare.
It's true, and I want to spend it. I want to spend it. Although, if I'm able to reach Chronos, there'll be a better place to spend it than here. Although this one could help me get there, just in case. Let's get this 10% health restored for the next 3 locations every time I enter it. I mean, I'm at full, so it's not going to help me right now, but it could help me after a mini-boss.
That's a substantial satyr.
It's like a Big Daddy satyr. Big Daddy warlock satyr.
Your master will fare no better.
Okay, so check that one off the list, and Aphrodite.
Name of Hades.
This is weak and then magic regen, bonus health and magic for the ones gained. And alright, let's get this one. I'm gonna prime some magic. I got plenty to spare and gain +7 to my attacks. Unfortunately, only my attacks, not my specials. Okay. Oop, there's something to look at.
The satyrs and the vermin at their call once lurked in the upper reaches of the underworld, making profane preparations for the Titan Lord's return.
Okay, I remarked on this earlier.
Those satyrs belong here more than they know.
So this is what's going on now. We know it, the satyrs who were making mischief and setting up their rituals in the Temple of Styx, the hardest level of the previous game. Now Homer has just flat out told us they were making preparations, rituals, whatever, for Chronos' return. That's what they were doing. That's why they were pestering everyone up there. Cool. The link between the 2 games. So, what do we got? Alright, let's get a Path of Stars. Sloppy.
I think not.
Alright, got some more lore to look at. Oh. Okay, so only now I'm getting this. Sure. Sister Blades. The Sister Blades Lim and Oros were created for you, for us. Their song is the last so many of your foes shall hear. We reap what we sow. Remember this when you put the blades to use. Make short and thorough work. Yes, will do. Did I get anything extra here? I don't see anything. Okay. So 5 more points this time. Okay, perhaps the point gain just increases in each level, each region of the game. I don't know. I don't know. But let's jump back up here and aim for this blue one, because this is quite a nice one too. So we got to start on the left again. Another 40% charge, plus 100 power, wider area, larger area. Then here we go, plus 30% damage to foes in the marked area. And now, what should we use our last one on? Power, more damage, power, power. Let's go with more damage.
The end of the path.
Well, not quite.
Shade rot.
Okay, well, the end all the way to the right, I suppose, but not every single node has been checked off. So, okay, another side room. This one with triple coin, which is going to be great because it's going to be influenced by that Hermes boon. So let's do it. At full health, all that stuff.
Wretches.
See how much more quickly my boon charged, my hex charged up because of the additional start at 40% charge bit. Sloppy, Chris. Sloppy. Come on. Yeah, no is right. Come on. As you can see, those laser beams shot by these bags of gold, they take a moment to click in and then they start doing damage. I just have not been good at all about getting out of the way. Okay, so whopping 360 gold. I was hoping that the Sea Star boon would kick in and give me another 360, but no such luck. Okay. Alright, only
chambers left.
Only one option this time, the straight route toward Chronos.
Gold race.
Okay, again, eventually you'll run out of side chambers to take, and it'll just shepherd you along the main path.
Hoplites.
Oh boy, what a mess. That meteor took care of them nicely. Okay. Okay. Moving on. We may make it to Chronos, as it turns out, even with my sloppy play. There are traps in the floor here. I haven't commented on them. Just kind of avoiding them by habit now. If you walk over them, they'll do nasty things to you. Alright, learned something new about the gold wraith, this bag of gold enemy. The Titan's love of gold is widely known. Okay, bam, there we go. That's why there are gold coins everywhere, gold dust everywhere. Chronos loves gold. In fact, one of his first decrees as the usurper of the underworld was to imprint his likeness onto shiny coins of that gaudy metal and dispense them all throughout the realm, a means to signify his new ubiquity. Gold has its many uses, to be sure. More pliable than most other such materials, it can almost seem to take on a life of its own, though the Titan is to blame for the most literal of cases such as these. Literally bags of gold with life. That's what those are. Cool. Alright, check it out. Marked with the hourglass symbol of Chronos. So I'm going to reach him after all. Although again, I will fall to him intentionally. So look at all the goodies on, all the shinies on display for purchase, including one of these reward cards.
Here in all the clamor, Lord.
And again, people who know the first game will recognize this as the spot where Zagreus first begins. This is the very first room that Zagreus encounters on each run. This is the main entrance to the House of Hades, now marked with Chronos' visage. And yeah, so this is an exact recast of that room, but instead of the river Styx, the river of blood, it's a river full of gold, dust or liquid. And I got my share of things to choose, so I'm first going to get the ones that I can take home with me, namely this his card here. So that'll be 600, and watch this. Actually get two. One because I purchased it, and then one because the 600 coin purchase raised me above the 1,000 threshold for earning a new card. Excellent. None of the rest of this can be taken with me, but let's spend it anyway, starting with Hephaestus's boon.
Olympus, I accept this message.
This is fun. The blast effects, like the one I've been using from my attack, also inflicts glow, and glow is a curse where all enemies take an additional 20% damage for 5 seconds. Nice little synergy here. And we've seen these two already. I don't care for either one particularly. So let's get this one, though it doesn't matter.
Yes.
And let's check out what the Path of Stars will look like. Yeah, just complete the path, I think. Boom, boom, boom. Gear it up. And, yep.
There.
Yep, there goes another reward card, because I reached another 1,000 gold spent. Very nice, and yep, sure. Whew, stocked up. Little gold to spare. Let's examine this.
The stately House of Hades now is but a fading memory, for in its place a new-formed palace rises, twisted into the visage of the world-conquering Titan of Time.
It's hideous.
And, alright, where do I go? Where do I go? Oh. I can try to unseal it.
Please work. On my authority as Princess of the Underworld, unseal. Blood and... won't open. How about...
So I have to dive in and emerge that way. The curse she started to utter, that's blood and darkness. That's Hades's, the god's favorite curse, and it occurred everywhere in the first game. So clearly someone has taught it to her, she recalls it, or perhaps it's in use in the Crossroads as well. Okay, so can't get through here, gonna have to take a dip. Let's do it.
Chronos!
This is the entranceway to the House of Hades.
Welcome, my girl. Let yourself in, I see. Through the gutter. This family never had any class. Though I'm working on alleviating that within this house, if you would pardon all the dust. We have been renovating around here.
Now we know why there's all this golden glow around Chronos, because he adores gold, so...
Get up. You get up off that stolen throne. You know who I am, and you know why I'm here.
A family with no class and no civility either. Have I not made clear to you that your attempt to do me harm shall be in vain? I am a deathless Titan. You merely are a poor, misguided girl.
Hear me, you enemy of night and darkness now. For your transgressions you shall imminently die. Under chthonic doctrine this I vow, for there is no escape from fate beneath the sky.
Manners. Cursing is forbidden in this house. By that token, fighting is forbidden as well. But for you, my girl, we shall have to make an exception. Time for you to go.
I wonder what that incantation was all about.
Behold.
Death to Chronos!
Okay, so here he is, the boss of the underworld. And I'm gonna fall to him, but let's take a look at his abilities before we do that. Floating around, has this massive scythe that he can throw, as well as whip out. And does a lot of damage. Has some enemies here too.
Time grows short. Invoking the moon here.
I'm not really trying that hard. There we go. Okay.
An inevitable outcome. Nothing more.
Cool.
I had him in my grasp.
Alright, reached all the way down to the bottom of the underworld that time. Excellent. Yeah, I was not trying to win, but to be honest, I don't know if I would have. He was, maybe they've changed him a little bit since the pre-release, but he was doing a lot more damage than I remember. Or I'm just weaker than I remember, of course, and rustier still. So in any case, an intentional death there. Here we are. Let's make the rounds here and see what people have to say about the fact that I've reached Chronos.
I got all the way to Chronos, the one place I can beat him. But I couldn't do it. Not yet.
The one place I can beat him. That's interesting. Perhaps that's listed. That's linked to the incantation she recited right before the battle. Perhaps there's more to this plan than we yet know.
Dora must be hiding for a bit.
No brooding right now. Okay, and Moros is also gone.
Lord Moros is away.
Alright. I usually like to check off, I don't think I've completed any, but I usually like to check off and complete the fated list, the prophecies from that, when Moros is there, because he has these little comments. It's just more content from the game. Otherwise, it goes unremarked. So let's see, at least a few new ones were added, I think.
Will this truly come to pass?
A number of new ones. Okay, so the Arms of Night. The daughter of the god of the dead shall use the silver pool to unlock each of the nocturnal arms. We have 4, but there are 6, apparently. 2 we haven't seen yet. Okay. Familiar confidant. The daughter of the god of the dead shall confide in the amphibious ally by her tent on no fewer than 6 different nights. Thereafter, many more. Okay, so 5 times, apparently. It's worth a nectar if I confide in Phrenos 6 times. I forgot to note the reward for this is 200 bones. Okay, and the Sister Blades. The daughter of the god of the dead shall apply various Daedalus enchantments to the blades called Lim and Oros. So basically, again, a way for the game to encourage you to experiment with all the hammer boons, hammer upgrades, worth 250 bones. All right. I haven't accomplished or fulfilled any of them yet, and all the others are known to us. Alright.
Moonlight guide you, Shades.
Death to Chronos, princess, and may his be even less pleasant than mine. Some spoiled meat. Oof, decidedly unpleasant. Sorry.
Moonlight guide us home tonight.
One of the lyrics from the hymn that Artemis and she sing when Artemis is around. Okay, this is still whatever that is. Got some birds here, nice. I like the wildlife, the toads, the birds, the frogs. Toads are frogs, actually. I don't know which. Frogs croaking. Okay.
Together we shine.
All right. Salute.
Moonlight guide you.
Moonlight guide us all.
She may have some stuff to say.
I reached the house, headmistress. Did everything as practiced and as planned, except he was too strong.
No, this is an excellent result. You are still here, having learned more of what it takes to reach our enemy and what he can do to resist. Do you feel ready to continue your pursuit?
Yes. If I can reach him, I can take him.
Take him.
Cool. All right. More awaits us in the cauldron.
I need to make my own way to the surface.
Okay.
Our altar can be purified.
So, 3 new incantations, plus this one that we saw before, plus a new tab here. Something different. Let's check that out in a moment. So this is the one we saw before. Here are 3 new ones. Cleansing of Fountain Waters. Cost a moly and a cattail. These enhance the fountains that are scattered throughout the underworld, the ones that give me healing after each boss, so that they restore plus 10%, including ones that I might find elsewhere, not just at the after boss. Okay, Consecration of Ashes. This is the one that enhances the altar so that you can unlock the potential, the full potential of your arcana. It grants plus 3 moon dust immediately upon recited. This seems important. However, I need 5 more fate fabrics in order to recite it. I've got the other reagents. And finally, Permeating of Witching Wards. Gain the ability to traverse the warded gateways, such as the one leading to the surface. So a whole other dimension of the game awaits us. But I need a shadow, and haven't seen that around anywhere. I got the others. Okay, so 3 more here. Can't recite any yet, though maybe the broker can help me out. I don't know how much fate fabrics cost or if they're even available there yet. But let's check out this new tab.
I need
Alchemy.
pure shadow to permeate the surface wards. So what if...
There we go. It's not just about incantations. You can actually literally cook things in the cauldron and perform alchemy, and this is going to give me what I need. Shadow extraction. But 30 psyche, 30 ash, and 3 more fate fabric in order to get that. So a lot of reagents yet to collect. Okay. I'm thinking this is the consecration of ashes is a higher priority now. Just because the enhancing the altar, getting more out of those arcana, that's just going to help me across the board. So this is going to be my top priority. Then we'll look at the others. But I need 5 more fate fabrics for that. Oof. Okay. Let's see. Okay, a shipment has arrived. Oh no, sorry. I can order a shipment, and look at this. Look at this. I can get 10 fate fabrics delivered in 40 vials for 3 cards, and I have 4 cards to spare. Well, 4 cards total. How about that? That is the way to go. So I'm going to place this order. When it arrives, I should be able to unlock the full potential of the altar and perhaps have more to spare for some of the other stuff. Nice, let's do that.
Ordering this.
Okay. What can the broker do for
Good
me?
evening, broker.
I can purchase these. How about it? And spend bones on them. How about it? Perhaps that was a little hasty. Making the order. Okay. Okay. I think, well, I don't want to have wasted the order I just made. So perhaps I will instead focus on getting some ashes and psyche as needed for to improve other elements of the altar. Okay, we'll let the order stand. Yeah, I probably should have checked this first. My bad. But what's done is done. So let's wait on that until the next video when we really take a look at the altar and strategize for the next run. I'll be coming back here and purchasing these, I'm sure. Okay, let's see what
All clear.
see what she has to say.
They're saying you got all the way to Tartarus before. How far'd you get? Make it all the way back to your rightful home?
If you're referring to the House of Hades, then yes, I did make it there. Though you could best describe it as the House of Chronos at this point. He was waiting within, just as expected, and was strong, just as expected too.
Too strong, you mean? Well, can't fault you for trying. So what's the plan now? Keep throwing yourself at him till you're totally demoralized? If that hasn't happened already.
The task remains the same.
Fair enough.
She's a big downer, but she knows when she's fine being called out on her stuff. Whew, okay. Odysseus.
How did it go?
Death to Chronos, sir.
He'll get his. So, there's a bit of a new wrinkle in our plans. We've been able to verify some of the details that Master Hermes suggested to you about what's brewing on the surface.
Please tell me what you may. And if you think it wise for me to deviate from my objective to address whatever's going on up there.
The forces of Chronos gather to sail on Olympus through a channel cut across the land. You're poised to disrupt the enemy ranks from within. Aid Olympus, and your chances against Chronos may improve.
Sorry about that. I had to cough. Okay. Okay, so you can see what the game's gearing up for here. I can continue to go back down below and face Chronos directly, or try to get up above, help Olympus with whatever's going on up there. So we can see that it's a naval attack on Mount Olympus that Chronos is orchestrating through a channel cut across the land. So if, according to Odysseus, if I aid Olympus, my chances against Chronos may improve. Okay.
The warded pathway leading up should drop me right into the heart of our foe's forward garrison. It seems so reckless.
Call it a calculated risk.
Okay, so that's what's going on with that, and that requires me to remove the wards, of course, guarding the upper passageway, which should also be a priority, I think, but not as much as the altar, I'm gonna say.
You keep the headmistress in pleasant company. She's an important job to do.
The embodiment of sleep dozes interminably in a private little grove, visited on occasion by the princess of the underworld, whenever she requires time to think and plan.
Or just to check on him.
Again, could have sworn I've seen that message before.
Sleep well.
Okay. Okay, I got one cattail to plant, and I require some of that at least for one of those incantations, so it's gonna grow in 9 wiles. Let's do it.
Here you'll grow strong.
Not sure why there was no exclamation mark, though, indicating that I could use it. I don't know. Alright.
Take care, Father.
I actually met him, so you can see the distinctive beard here. Yeah. Pretty stately. Don't know if I could pull that off. Alright, let's head down. Okay, no exclamation mark here because there's nothing new I can unlock, I think. But at the beginning of the next run and video, we'll take a look at here, see if we want to change anything around. Well, Grave Thirst, I haven't seen that before. I didn't know that could happen. Grave Thirst is sitting around a weapon I haven't yet unlocked. And unless something special has happened here, I can't even see yet. Which means I'll be free to choose any of these. Alright, but let's talk to...
concludes our little orientation. Any questions, shoot.
Talk to Skelly first.
May moonlight guide you.
It better. My disciples indicate you reached your destination, but you choked a little right there at the end. Well, that's rough. To have come that far only to wind up all the way back here.
Yeah, rub it in.
Commander, this is not the type of encouragement that's of benefit right now. I had Chronos cornered, but he overpowered me. and now I've lost the element of surprise.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. Look, I hate to say this, but I'd probably hang it up if I was you. Blowing a chance like that?
Commander.
Wow, okay. This must be one of the shades I recently persuaded to come down.
Greetings, and heed well the commander.
I like how they give little emotes here, freaking out because the princess of the underworld herself is speaking to them. Okay, can examine this.
Within the haunted crossroads reside shades and spirits of all sorts, some resembling their mortal selves, and others rendered down to purest essences.
Okay, I've remarked upon this before. Some resembling themselves, ostensibly those that have greater force of will, greater destiny, greater achievements, whatever. Others rendered down to purest essences.
You all right, Homer?
Nay.
Okay. Huh, interesting. All right. So, I think we got at least one new keepsake, I believe. Yeah, this one. Okay, this was from Arachne. It is Silken Sash. This is interesting. Okay, you get 30 armor. Bam. And while you have at least one armor remaining after each location, your armor grows by 2. So, if you can remain untouched for a while, your armor grows more, not untouched, but with your armor intact, it'll keep gaining a little bit. And if you put that in conjunction with her dress, should you find her on a given run, then the dress will persist that much longer because it'll be added to this total. Hephaestus's boons can synergize with this as well. So it's not bad. It's not my favorite generally, but it's kind of fun to play with. Right. This one is almost ranked up. Just need 12 encounters, and it'll be topped off. Cool. All right, and before we close for the evening, let's check out what's going on here.
Another artifact of night within the pool.
Aha, that's what must bear the grave thirst. A new weapon has been revealed, the Argent Skull. To reveal this, I need 1 bronze, which I haven't found any of, and 2 glass rock, which is the rock mined in the Fields of Mourning. And again, we'll cover all this stuff when we have a chance to actually use it. All right, so until I find bronze, this is unavailable to me. Nothing yet going on here. The rod of fishing is available, but I need 2 fate fabric and again a bronze. So looks like bronze is the limiting factor to some of these. Cool. And I guess that's the skull sitting right there. So that's going to conclude this video, but a couple interesting firsts here. We saw Chaos for the first time, learned a lot more about what's up on the surface, what might await us on the surface and why we might go up there. And of course, we reached Chronos for the first time. All right, in the next run, I will probably choose the axe just to show you that for the first time, talk about its mechanics. I'll tell you right now, I do not love the axe, and I'm not very good with it. But given that Eris might be awaiting us anyway, now's the time to do things that could hamper or even hamstring the run, or hamstring me on the run. Okay, but that's going to do it for tonight. Thanks again, as always. Hope you're having fun. Click like, click subscribe, tell people, and, enjoy. And I hope you're playing it as well. It's really a lot of fun to go through this. So, until next time, be well, everybody. Bye-bye.